chin. Grounding down your tailbone. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Lengthening through the top of the head, so really extending along through the top of the head. Imagine you're being pulled up like a puppet towards the sky, towards the heavens. And then just begin to close the eyes. See if you can relax, move the tension out of the forehead. Release the corners of the eyes. Just smooth everything out here in the brow. And then just imagine that there's a little bit of space between your eye socket and your eyeballs. So your eyeballs are just kind of floating. Relax the jaw. Maybe give it a little wiggle from side to side. Maybe lick your lips. Place the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And then just slowly begin to invite the prana into the body, the life force. Taking a deep breath through the nose, feeling the expansion in the chest and the lungs. And then just a slow exhale out through the mouth. So let's really slow down the breath for a few moments here. See if you can breathe in from the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And see if you can exhale for the count of 1, and 2, 3, 4. And just keep this going, just nice steady breath. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just internally counting. Last one. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now deep breath in, retain at the top. Full big breath. Hold it at the top, retain that prana inside, and then slowly exhaling out. Go ahead and drop the chin down towards the chest, let the head hang forward. Roll the shoulders back. Keep that straight spine, draw belly button in. See if you can get that chin just a little bit closer down towards that chest. And just taking 3 slow breaths here. Every exhale, see if you can just get a little bit deeper in that stretch of the neck. And we're going to inhale, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. So go ahead and lift the chin up towards the sky. And you're going to stretch out the front of that throat. So big, noisy 3 breaths here. And last breath. And then bringing the chin all the way down towards the chest. We're going to do neck circles. So just start by just rolling right ear over the right shoulder. Just nice and gently here. Feeling the stretch on the left side of the neck. Maybe wiggle out that left shoulder. Keep the straight spine. Keep that belly button tight. that chin across the chest. Go ahead and come left ear to left shoulder and just pause here. Really open up at your neck. Wiggle that right shoulder, loosen it up. And then you're just going to circle from side to side. So this is just at your own pace of whatever you're feeling today in class. Just nice and slow, really feeling each part of the journey, just noticing if there's any extra stiffness, maybe holding in that place for a while. But really using that breath to move the neck around. And then switching directions, so just go ahead and slowly switch that head all the way around in the opposite way. If you're lucky, you may get a pop click or adjustment. There it is. 2 more big circles, right? Just warming up the neck, warming up the body. And then ending with your chin down towards your chest, let the head hang. Right? And then go ahead and interlace your fingers and just place them at the back of the head, back of the neck, and then just let the elbows come together so you're really getting nice and deep there in the back of the neck, chin coming towards the chest, elbows draw together, draw belly button in. 3 breaths here. This is the next breath. You're going to open up the elbow. So as you inhale, see if you can push the elbows open up towards the side and lift the heart up. Right? Maybe even lift the head up. Nice little back bend there. Right? Really open those elbows, push the heart forward. 3 breaths here. May really feel that heart expansion, pulling the elbows back. Keep control of the core. And then we're just going to go back and forth at your own pace. So just drawing the elbows together, squeezing as you stretch out the back. And then opening up with the exhale, like a beautiful flower being bloomed. So inhale, bring elbows together. Exhale, push the heart forward. So this time, really see if you can add the spine as well, like almost like a cat-cow, right? So squeezing, curling the spine, elbows together, stretching out the back of the neck. And then on the exhale, big, open, wide. A little bit of a back bend as the heart lifts. Keep going. The last one. Inhale, squeeze. And then exhale, open. Beautiful. Keep those fingers interlaced, ground down through the tailbone. Push those hands up towards the ceiling. Give yourself a big stretch. Squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. Nice. Do that again. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, shrug down. Nice. Last one. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, shrug down. Beautiful. So go ahead and turn those palms over. Right? Same if they're facing towards the top of the head. And then bend the elbows. So you got a little resistance there in those fingertips. Draw the belly button nice and tight. And then just begin to circle around the crown of the head. Yeah, so really kind of getting into those shoulders. There you go. And then switch directions. Circling around the top of the head. Imaginary crown. Last one. All the way around. Okay, turn those fingers back up, push them up, inhale. Exhale over to the right side. Okay, keep that left hip anchored in ground. Open up the rib cage, keep pushing through the hands. Big smile. Big exhale. Okay, using that side body, see if you can lift up. And then we're going to go to the other side. So just tip over towards the left side. There you go. Look up towards the ceiling. Open up the shoulder. Keep pushing through the hands. Ground down through that right side. Deep breath in and out. One more breath. You know those arms are getting tired. Last inhale. Come on up. Push through the hands, bend the elbows. And then slowly let those fingertips come all the way down towards the ground. Beautiful. Squeezing the core. Go ahead and extend those legs out. And then we're going to switch the cross, just so you're nice and even here. We're just going to place our hands onto our knees and we're going to make circles. Okay, so really anchor down through the base of your spine. Keep that core tight. And maybe just kind of like little circles to begin with. Right, so just kind of let that core kind of guide the movement, and then you can kind of just let the shoulders and the head move freely from that. And then maybe you can just get big in those circles, right? So really just kind of almost like just gooey, right? So just let your body move freely, right? Add the breath. Warming up. All right, moving a little bit faster. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Come into stillness, ground down through the tailbone. Inhale through the top of the head. And then exhale out. Nice. So we'll go the other way. Okay, so slightly little circles to begin with, right? Really squeezing the core, just really kind of making that the movement. And once you kind of get into the rhythm, feel the groove, then you can kind of begin to start making those circles bigger and more juicy at the neck and the shoulders. Right? Let that breath help you move around. Beautiful. A little bit faster. Last one. Beautiful. Come into stillness, ground down through the tailbone, inhale through the top of the head. And then big exhale out. Beautiful. So we'll come onto our hands and knees. Go ahead and come into a tabletop position, making sure that you have nice wide fingertips, knees as wide as your hips. And we'll just start by doing a cat-cow. So just gently dropping the belly down towards the mat, arching, lifting the chin up towards the ceiling, and just stay here for a moment. Right, just check out that spine, maybe move forward, maybe move back, maybe move to the left, maybe move to the right. Right, and then just kind of come back to center and we'll drop the other way. So lift the belly button up towards the spine, arch, back, chin tucks to the chest, and the same thing. Okay, so just feel it out for a few moments, maybe move forward or back, side to side. Right, if you pull back, it's going to be more in your upper back. And then we're just going to go through those 2 poses. So I just invite you to close your eyes for the next few moments and really just let your breath move that spine up and down, to and fro. Right. Inhale lifts you up. And then exhale drops you down. Whatever you have in your practice. And then I'm just going to invite you to go a little bit faster, right? Right, inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop down. Last breath. Beautiful, coming back into center, holding that core. Just go ahead and widen the knees a little bit, and we're going to make circles. Okay, so just, again, starting slow, right? So just little movements, holding onto that core, squeezing. And then as your body becomes a little bit more fluid, you can begin to get those circles nice and big, right? Really leaning into those hips. You can turn your head, breathing through. right? Stirring up all that stillness. And then switching directions, so moving spine the other way. Starting nice and tight, nice and slow, and then developing into bigger, juicier circles. Maybe move it a little faster. And then go ahead and sit down into a child's pose. So just rest for a moment. You need to bring your knees together, walk those toes together, drop the forehead down towards the mat, and walk those hands nice and long. Okay, give yourself 3 breaths, just completely surrendering and just noticing the stillness after the movement. Okay, just absorbing what kind of energy you're invoking when you start to move, when you start to breathe. And then slowly, when you're ready, we're going to make our way back into that tabletop position. So just go ahead and come back into, go ahead and squeeze the core nice and tight. We're going to just work that navel a little bit here. So just with your balance, see if you can extend that right arm nice and long. Okay, holding the core, shoot that left foot back. So your opposite side. Okay, draw belly button in, squeeze the glute. And just stay here, active and lifting for 2 more breaths. Beautiful. If you want to add a crunch, you're more than welcome to. You're going to bring that elbow towards the knee, squeeze the core, and lift up into that upper back. Inhaling and exhaling, extending nice and long. Powerful and controlled, right? Real control of that. So just keep going. So I want to invite you, if you want to move through these nice and fast, that's up to you. If you want to take them slow, that's up for you. But we'll do about 5. 2 more. And then extend. Beautiful. Hold it. Lower down. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a movement, just readjusting that spine, coming back into tabletop position. Lock the navel nice and tight. Reach that left arm out. Right foot reaches behind you. There you go. Turn that right foot down. Squeeze the glute. Keep reaching in opposite direction. There you go, very powerful, right? Really reaching opposite fingers, opposite toes. Lock that core. When you're ready, begin the crunches, right? Elbows come to the knee. Exhale, extend. Nice, keep that going, squeeze it in. Exhale, extend. Really reaching opposite fingers, opposite toes. Crunch, lift up. Exhale, extend. 2 more, bring it in. Exhale, extend. Last one, bring it in, squeeze. Exhale, extend out. Hold it. And then very controlled, go ahead and lower that hand, lower that knee. Nice. Tucking the toes, squeeze the core nice and tight. We're going to push back into our downward facing dog. So you're coming into an inverted V shape. You want to be like a stack of cards. You want your hands and your feet to be equal balance, meet in the middle. Right, draw the belly button up towards the spine. Go ahead and pedal the feet to lift one heel, spread out the toes, really feel the bottoms of your feet, lower the heel down. Lift that left toes up, feel the toes, stretch them out, lower them down. There you go. And then just maybe pedal one side to the other. There you go. Focusing on the shoulders for a minute, squeeze the shoulders tight towards the ears. And then exhale, let them release down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeezing. Exhale, release. And last one, inhale, squeezing. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Take another few moments in your downward facing dog. If there's anything you need to do here, maybe shift forward, shift back. Or just look at the world upside down. Take a different viewpoint for a moment. And then gazing at those hands, looking at those feet, we're going to walk feet towards the hands.
hands towards the feet. Bend the knees just a slight. Inhale, you're gonna come up about halfway. So just straighten up your back. See if you can bring those hands by your side. You're getting like a nice little L shape with the body. And then exhale, go ahead and fold all the way down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Beautiful. Shake out the head. Once again, return to those toes. See if you can peel them off the mat, lower them down. Shift forward onto the toes, lift the heel, and then lower the heel down. So you really feel the entire bottoms of the feet here. Okay, bend the knees if you haven't already. Straighten the spine. Shake out the head. Beautiful. Do that again. Inhale, bend the knees. And then straighten them up. And then with your shoulders, you can, depending on your flexibility, your hands don't touch the ground. Don't worry about it. It's one of those things that comes really fast. If you just practice, go ahead and grab each elbow if you haven't already, and just give yourself a nice little swing back and forth. Anything else you need to do here? Give yourself 3 more breaths. And last breath here in. And exhale, we'll drop the hands back down towards the floor. Inhale, squeeze. We're going to come up halfway. So nice straight spine. Arms come by your side. Shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. This time we're going to come all the way up. So bend those knees. Inhale, see if you can sweep the arms up. Big inhale as you reach the top. And then exhale, hands come down to heart center. Beautiful. Release those hands by your side. Once again, look at your toes. Pick them up, lower them down. Pick up the heels, lower them down. Tuck the tailbone forward. So it's like a big scoop forward. Draw the belly button in. Roll the shoulders back and just let your hands come by your side. Close the eyes and we'll just take 3 breaths here, just standing. Tadasana, mountain pose. Really just feeling the body in perfect alignment. Exploring with the breath, where it's going, where it needs to be. Beautiful. Last breath here in. And exhale out. Beautiful. We're going to swing the arms up above the head and we're going to sit into a chair pose. So we're just going to bend the knees. Okay. You guys can't see because I have bell bottoms on. But make sure that your knees don't go above the toes. Okay. Tuck the tailbone in, sink on down. Okay. So we're really going to be building a lot of heat here. So make sure that the breath is nice and steady. Right, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. Maybe sit down a little lower. Okay, really squeezing. Maybe lower down a little bit more. 2 more breaths here. Last breath in. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. So just go straighten up the legs. Let your body fold all the way forward. Shake it out. Beautiful. We're going to step back into a plank. Okay, so just step back into a push-up position. Okay, so taking a moment here, really activating the core, pressing into each fingertips and the palms. Okay, making sure that your bones are nice and stacked. Head in line with the spine. Draw the belly button in. 3 more breaths. Active here, right? This is such a strong pose. Last breath in. Beautiful. And everybody's just going to drop down to the knees, release the toes. Wrap the elbows so they come towards those toes and just gently lower the chest all the way down. We'll just stay here for a moment. Maybe rest that forehead down onto the mat. And then just release. So bring the big toes together and the heels apart. Just take a moment here, relax that lower back. Bringing the heels back together. Roll the shoulders back, tuck the elbows in. Just baby cobra your spine up. So just a little curve, little open, and then just slowly lower down. So we'll do that 3 more times. So just imagine you're just like a snake, right? So you're just kind of rising up. Open the heart, roll the shoulders back, and then lower back down. This should feel amazing. 2 more. Really important to bend our spine this way. We spend so long
the other way. So last one. Okay, so we're just gonna hold it. So just finding your cobra, tucking those elbows in, opening up the heart, big smile on your face, deep breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and lower and then just rest for a moment, okay? So just take a moment to feel all the kind of response to that back bending, whole body's activating, whole body responding. One deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and we'll just come back into that tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. There you go. Again, pedal the feet for a few moments. We're going to bring both feet together and then you're just going to lift that left leg up towards the sky. Okay, so just nice. Keep the hips squared. Point the toe and just kind of have a moment here with the ankles, just circling it. You guys can see there. I'm going to switch directions. Beautiful. And then we'll just do 3 crunches here. Okay, so really strong here. You're going to bend the knee. You're going to bring that nose towards the knee. And then exhale, you're going to push it out. Back up to the sky. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, bring nose to knee. Exhale, back up to the sky. Last one. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, back up to the sky. Beautiful. Stepping that left foot all the way forward. Right foot comes to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release those hands by your side. Full breath here, in and out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's give a back bend. So just going to bend that back slightly. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Beautiful. Stepping that both feet back. Coming into that plank once again. Build up that heat. Squeeze the core. 3 breaths here. Squeeze those glutes as well. Draw belly button tight. Last breath in. Exhale, drop down to the knees, release the toes, wrap those elbows around, drop that chest down towards the floor, roll the shoulders back, baby cobra. Exhale, folding all the way back down towards the ground. Go ahead and tuck the toes. See if you can push back up into that push-up. So really strong here. Lift up, holding that plank, and folding back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. Lifting that right leg up towards the sky, squaring the hips. Go ahead and circle that ankle. Both directions. And then we're going to do 3 nose to knee crunches, right? So squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes. Knee comes towards the nose, crunch. Exhale, push it back up. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push it back up. Last one, really squeeze, crunch, crunch, crunch. Exhale, push it back up. Beautiful, stepping that right foot forward between the hands. Left foot comes to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful, bending the knees. We're going to come into the chair pose. Inhale, arms up, holding. There you go. Building a little heat. Deep breaths in and out. 2 more breaths. Last one in. And exhale, fold all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Big breath. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Release those hands by your side. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of balance, working a little bit more heat. We're just going to learn this little series and then we'll just do it about 3 or 4 times. Okay, so starting off, we're going to come into our tabletop position. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, we're just going to bring that right knee up. So shifting the weight onto that left foot, really feeling the bottoms of that left foot, and just bringing the right knee up. Okay, so keep that knee bent. Draw the belly button nice and tight. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop those hands down towards the knee and see if you can just hug it a little bit closer. Okay, staying balanced, staying focused, finding a spot at your ST, just to focus your gaze to help you find the balance. Beautiful. And then we'll just lift those arms back up towards the sky. From this pose, we're going to come into a warrior three. Okay, so a warrior three, what you're going to do is you're going to push back with that right foot, and you're going to come teeter-tot yourself into a T shape. Okay, so squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, extend through the fingertips, extend through the toes. Beautiful. And then we're going to come back. So staying balanced, see if you can bring that knee all the way back. Beautiful. And bring it up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn that foot so that right ankle just goes right above that left hip. And then we're just going to sink down. Yes. Nice. So this should be a nice hip opener. Okay. Staying here for a few moments. So that's it. So there's just 3 little poses, right? So go ahead and straighten up. Inhale, bring the knee to the chest. Arms come up. Exhale, push back. Coming into that T shape. Take a breath here. And then slowly coming back, bending that knee, placing it over the thigh, and then sitting down. There you go, staying balanced, staying focused. Beautiful. Come back up. Exhale, extend. Warrior three. If you fall out of it, it's okay. Come back into it. All right, bring that knee over, sit down. There you go. 2 more, okay? Bring it up. Exhale, kick it back. Beautiful. Bring it forward. Bend that knee over, sit down. Woo, last one. Straighten up. Bend the knee, kick back. Warrior three. Woo, teeter-tot. Bend that knee, sit down. This time hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up. Go ahead and drop that right foot down. Go ahead and shake that left foot out. Nice. Nice playing with balance this early in the morning. It's great. Okay, come back into standing. So really ground down through the bottoms of the feet. Shift your weight slightly over to the right. And then we're going to lift that knee up. Squeeze the core. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And then you're going to kick back, right? So nice and controlled. See if you can use that foot to extend out. There you go. Hold it. Draw belly button tight. One more breath. Beautiful. Swing yourself back through. Bend that left knee. Place that left ankle over that right thigh. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Sit down. Hands come to heart center or wherever they feel good for you. Sit down, right? Really open that left hip. One last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, straighten up. Right? Bring the knee in. Arms up. Exhale, push back. Warrior three. There you go. Nice and controlled. Swoop that foot back. Bend that knee. Sit down. There you go. Come on up. Kick back. Warrior three. Don't worry if you come out of balance, right? That's kind of the goal of practicing your balance. Bring that knee up. Fold it over. Sit down. Nice. Last one. Make it powerful. Make it strong, right? Inhaling. Straightening up. Bring the knee up. Exhale. Kick it out. Warrior three. 2 breaths here. Last breath in. Exhale, squeeze the core, bring that knee over that thigh. Sit down. Alright, really get deep, the deepest you've gotten here. Last breath in. Exhale, straighten up. Beautiful. Drop that left foot down. Shake out that right. Whew. Yeah. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and lower all the way back down towards the ground. Let those legs come out in front of you. Nice and long. A little pitter patter here. Toes come up towards the ceiling. Place those hands nice and long by your body so you can get a nice L shape. With that, lift those arms up. Deep breath. Inhale as you lift up through the fingertips. Then exhale, just go ahead and fold yourself over. Okay, let those arms come down. Keep that spine straight. Inhale, once again, find that length. Exhale, see if you can curl down a little bit more, maybe curling the head down towards the chin, towards the chest. And see if you can get those toes still pointing up to the ceiling, kneecaps coming down towards the earth. Maybe walking those hands forward a little bit more, grabbing hold of the toes. Let the shoulders release completely. Hanging out here for a few moments. See how close you can get that chin down towards the chest. Beautiful. Last big breath here. Inhale. And then slowly begin to walk the hands all the way back up. Beautiful. We're going to bend that right knee. We're going to place that knee over that left leg. We're just going to take a seated twist here. So just keep that left leg long for this. Inhale, nice, long, tall spine. You're going to twist and rotate yourself towards the right. Use that left elbow to kind of hold you, kind of stop you, and then just let your body rotate around, gaze over that right shoulder. Belly button nice and tight towards the spine. And squeeze, or really imagine you're just wringing your body out. Every inhale, find your length. Every exhale, find your twist. Beautiful. Last breath here. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. We're going to rotate the opposite way around. And then just get yourself a little bit of a twist here. So just bring that right hand maybe onto that knee and just kind of rotate your body around the opposite direction. Drop the shoulders. Look over that left shoulder. Draw belly button in. Nice twist. If you're lucky, you might even get a little bit of an adjustment. Self-adjustment. I wish I could give you a virtual adjustment. One more breath in. And then we're going to unwind ourselves. Go ahead and extend that right leg out. Pitter patter, pitter patter. We'll do the other side. So bend that left knee, step that over that right leg. Inhale, find your length. Squeeze the belly in. Rotate yourself towards the left side. Hook that left elbow on that right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Right, draw belly button towards the spine. Look over that left shoulder. Use that breath. Inhale to find your length. And exhale to twist you around. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, twist. And then we'll slowly unwind ourselves. Just go the opposite way. Bring that left elbow onto that left knee and just twist yourself to counter. Look right over that right shoulder. One last breath here in. And exhale. let your body come all the way down towards the ground, hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe just rock and rolling them towards the side. Seeing how your spine feels. Maybe kind of moving up and back. See if that feels good. Kind of rolling up and back. And then whenever you're ready, just coming all the way down. Place the tops of your feet, here's the bottoms of your feet about hips distance apart, flat on the back, flat on the mat, bend the knees, arms come by your side. We'll just do a couple bridge poses here. Squeezing the core, squeeze the glute. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Okay, roll the shoulders underneath. And then slowly let your spine come all the way down. Beautiful. Bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze, curl the nose up to touch the knee. Beautiful. Once again, place those feet flat down onto the mat. Bring your hands by your side. Squeeze the glutes. Squeezing, squeezing. And then slowly lower it all the way down. So really see if you can just feel out that spine as it hits the mat. Maybe even kind of just lift your hips a couple times up and down. And then we're going to open up our arms to a T shape. And then we're just going to let our knees go over towards the left side. And then we're just going to twist our gaze over towards the right. So you've got this nice twist here in the body. Relaxing the face. Slowly bring the knees over towards the left side. Twist your gaze to the right. See if you can soften every cell in your being. Notice if you have any thoughts that arise. Just acknowledge them and then just let them pass. Bring your knees back into center. Grabbing hold of them with your arms, giving them a big hug from side to side. And then just let the legs extend out nice and long. We'll just move through a tense and release here for our final relaxation. Starting with your right hand, squeezing the fist, hovering it slightly above the mat, really squeezing that hand, taking a deep breath in. And then just let that hand fall down towards the floor. Squeezing that left hand into a fist. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hovering that left arm just above the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. Taking a deep breath here. Inhaling. Exhale, let the shoulders release. Squeezing the face, drawing the face tight towards the nose, taking a deep breath here in. Exhale, let that face relax. Just allow yourself a few moments of stillness. Wiggle the toes. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. Inhaling nose to knee. And then exhale, release. Letting yourself gently fold onto your right, left side. And then slowly pushing yourself back up into a seat. Coming cross-legged. Grounding down through the tailbone. Inhaling through the top of the head. So we'll just close class together by taking 3 deep, intentional breaths. So go ahead and take your big inhale through the nose. And a big open mouth exhale. Twice more, inhale. Last one, inhale, reaching the arms up above your head. And exhaling. Hands to heart center. Thank you for taking time to honor your mind, body, and soul.